Mrs. Wendt, you have more than 11 years of experience in sustainable investment banking. Together with thought leaders, you issue a new book called Responsible Investment Banking. Why is it so important now?
Well, the financial industry, society, and the context factors of banking have changed. Trust, the most important fuel for investment in banking, has vanished. We need a new vision, a new model, new paradigm, and a new banking culture to address challenges ahead. Society requires us more and more not only to look into risk, liquidity, and profit, but to add impact and take it into consideration in our financings and investments.
And what does such a positive vision look like?
A sustainable planet would be characterized by a system of positive impact investments, reducing social tension rather than increasing them, climate change, human rights, living wages, public goods are topics which are pressing, and banks have a lot of leverage and the possibility of being of service to society and help addressing these issues. The climate bonds are a good example for how banks can bring about solutions.
Do you think that is enough?
It's an important first step. Creating new markets, new value chains, and fostering multi-stakeholder dialogue can take us a long way in creating new markets and fostering innovation. We can also combine public aid and private capital and thus leverage the impact of public aid. The double the impact, half the footprint approach of the Dutch Development Bank is a good example for that.
Can one trust banks and investors for such a change for the better?
The financial industry's going gets tough. Trust has been burned and it needs to be re-established. A lot of leaders recognize that. Soft commodity speculation, which increases prices and brings about tension, is not the right way. We have to focus on purposely creating positive impacts in the real economy.
Let's talk about climate change.
The long-term effects of climate change have not been considered, and this is changing now. Climate adaptation risk is a major issue for banks and insurance companies. The costs of Hurricane Katrina are estimated to be around $100 billion, and that really challenges insurance models. But worse than that, the Turn Down the Heat report of World Bank demonstrates that water availability is going down and that climate change has a negative impact on it, creating drought, extreme heat waves, and population migration. We have to address climate change right now. We need climate-friendly markets.
Are banks ready for this change in banking culture?
I believe yes. The financial industry is reflecting the issues that exist in society. There's growing awareness that we cannot go on like this. The former advisor to the British government, John Reddington, he has called the combination of climate change and growing population the perfect storm, and there's still a time window to address it.
Mrs. Wendt, thank you for introducing us to your new book.